والله يدعو إلى دار السلام ويهدي من يشاء إلى صراط مستقيم.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله
إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدًا عبده ورسوله يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما أما بعد فإن أصدق الحديث كتاب الله وخير الهدي هدي محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وشر الأمور محدثاتها وكل محدثة بدعة وكل بدعة ضلالة وكل ضلالة في النار. First of all, there are some space inside here. The brothers outside, they can come in. I think there's a few space so you can come in inside, inshallah. Fill up the gap here. Today, in our short khutbah, one ayah in particular that we will discuss about how a person losing their Iman. How a person losing their Iman. In this ayah is really is a gift from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to show us ahead of the judgment day. It's a beautiful and it's a gift from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that show us what's going to happen in the day of judgment and how a person losing their Iman and they fall into that is a hypocrite, and which is the hypocrite is the fuel of the hellfire. And the hypocrites, first of all, is the hypocrites are among the Muslim. They are among the Muslim. Within the Muslim, they pray, they fast, or pretend to pray and fast, just like us. And we don't know them, that they are the hypocrites. And don't think that, we not fall into it. We might as well, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned it, they are among us. Even Umar radiallahu anhu, so scared of that, when the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam passed away, he was so scared because there's a list of hypocrites that was given. And he would want to find out if he's among those people. So don't think that we're not among them. But may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us from hypocrisy. The ayah, there's a whole list of ayats that we can discuss, but in this short khutbah, I just want to take one ayah, inshallah. بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم ينادونهم ألم نكن معكم قالوا بلى ولكنكم فتنتم أنفسكم وتربصتم وارتبتم وغرتكم الأماني حتى جاء أمر الله وغركم بالله الغرور. The meaning of the ayah, and then I explain to you. The hypocrites will call to the believers, were we not with you? The believers will reply, yes, but you led yourselves in temptations. You looked forward for our destructions. You doubt in faith, and you were deceived by false desire, till the command of Allah come to pass, and the chief deceiver, which is shaitan, deceive you in respect of Allah. First, in this ayah, the word is ينادونكم ألم نكن معكم. The disbelievers and the hypocrites, when they are about to enter when all the people were about to enter the paradise. So we know that when we go into paradise, we will be tested. That is, the believers and the disbelievers will be divided. But the hypocrites was not among the disbelievers; they were among the believers. But when they walk into the paradise, then the door slam on them. Then the believers enter, and the hypocrites was left behind. So they call the believers, were we not with you in this dunya? Were we not with you in this dunya? قالوا بلى, and the believers said, yes, you were. ولكنكم فتنتم أنفسكم. But you were, what happened? That is, you put yourself into trials. You put yourself into problems. Fatantum is fatana is mean you put yourself into testing or trials, and also it had come from the words where also it's like to purify. That is, when a gold they purify the gold to come be very pure, which is 99.9, is that is like to purify it too. But you put yourself into the trouble. Fatantum anfusakum. How do a person can now? This is one of the things that lead a person to distractions. ولكنكم فتنتم أنفسكم. You always put yourself into trouble. That's another word. Put yourself in trouble. How do you put yourself in trouble? Sometimes you're supposed to. You come from put yourself into trouble. That is, you put yourself into fitna. Maybe first you go into important thing is that the friendship that will cost you. cause your Iman, friendship. So you put yourself into trouble or fitna is start out with a friendship. You were with friends that if you are with a friends, good friends, then the good friends will lead you to do good things. But if you were with a bad friendship, then that friendship will lead you to do bad things. And this is the start. So that's the first that what person will lead to basically losing their Iman. Number one is that bad friendship. The bad friendship will lead you to do bad things, and then you enter it. And the first thing is that you say, you know what, okay, the bad friend will invite you to do, let's say a person would invite you to say, okay, let's go to the bar or something like this. Then first you really hesitate because it's not your nature. But now you become a friend, and maybe at first you say you don't want to, and then after once, twice, invitation, 3 times, oh, okay, well, I'll go with you just for one, see how it goes. And then when you're into it slowly, you feel bad. You don't want to be around that environment. This is not part of your nature. But you go once, it feels okay, but you still feel bad. And again, you go to do maybe other things that lead to another bad things. So leading to bad things one after another, because of your bad friends, this will lead you distractions, lead you to losing your Iman. So slowly you're losing your Iman. وَلَكِنَّكُمْ فَتَنْتُمْ أَنفُسَكُمْ وَتَرَبَّصْتُمْ. That is procrastinations. Number 2, procrastinations. Procrastination in what? Procrastinations is when you start doing those bad things, and then you wanted to make tawbah. You just say, you feel bad. I want to make tawbah. I don't want to do these things anymore. But you say, you delay. Delay after delay. Procrastination. You feel bad, but don't want to make tawbah. You want to make tawbah, but you keep delaying. And delay until that you are so much into it. When you are so much into it, you feel like, I'm going to commit all these sins. It's very difficult. Maybe Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala might not accept my tawbah because I keep continue doing it. And that's lead to وَتَرَبَّصْتُمْ وَارْتَبْتُمْ. Number 3, وَارْتَبْتُمْ is doubt in faith, doubt in your belief. So after that is, you procrastinate in doing goods, and you procrastinate in making tawbah, and you procrastinate in going back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, return to do good. Now you have doubt. Now you start to have doubt. Tarabbastum. Wartabatum. So the wartabtum is that you start to have doubt about your religion. You're thinking maybe this religion, all it needs is all the problems about that. Why can I do all these things? You start thinking about it. Why everything is haram. Drinking alcohol is haram. Doing this haram, riba haram. All this is just, why can't I just live my life normally? You start to doubt about your deen now. You start to doubt about your belief now. When you start to doubt about your belief, then the Iman, you lost your Iman. When you doubt about your belief, you lost your Iman. And when you lost your Iman, what happened is that you also lost the purpose of living. The purpose of living. And you lost that hope of paradise. And you start to disbelieve in the paradise, you start to disbelieve in the hellfire. You're going to be deluded the next things after you disbelief in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, in disbelief in those that is in the hereafter. You start to say, Islam is nothing. It's just prevent me from doing the things that I want to do. So when a person feel like that, then the only things left in them is that now you start to enjoy this dunya, this deceive the things that will deceive you in this dunya. And you start to only thinking about this dunya. You don't even think about the akhirah anymore because you lost your faith. Wartabtum. You lost your faith. in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you lost the faith in believing in the hereafter. Now your only thing is left for you is that this dunya. You only believe that this, the only existing, the only happiness is in this dunya. So this is very, very dangerous. When a person starts to have that doubt, what's the next things? وَغَرَّتْكُمُ الْأَمَانِي. That is deceived by false desire. So deceived by false desire, that desire that you have, the false desire that you believe in this dunya, that's it. You know, the Jehovah's Witness. Jehovah's Witness is part of the Christian sect. Happened to me once. They came to me. They came and knocked on the door. They're making da'wah. And I just started listening to them. And they were saying, they're saying that, if you're following this deen, if you're following their religion, which is the whole Jehovah's Witness religion, if you follow this religion, this is the final paradise. That this world is it. There's nothing more. It's only this world. If you believe in it, you're making this world as like a paradise. This world, so it seems like they don't even believe in the hereafter. And everybody will live. If everyone believes in their religion, then this world become like paradise. So this is the false beliefs, the false desire, and people that Jehovah is calling people to. So my argument to them is, let me ask you that your ancestor who believed in your religion until today, has anybody lived and taste the Jannah or the paradise of this dunya in this world? And they're stunned. They have nothing else to say. So we are the same thing. We as believers, if we lose the Iman, we feel the same thing, that this dunya is it. And that's when you believe in that things, your faith is gone. Your Iman is finished. So these are the four things. And the shaitan get into you. فَتَنْتُمْ أَنفُسَكُمْ وَتَرَبَّصْتُمْ وَارْتَبْتُمْ وَغَرَّتْكُمُ الْأَمَانِيُّ حَتَّى جَاءَ أَمْرُ اللَّهِ, until the command of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala came. That is, the command of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala comes and make the final decisions. And then that is, it could be Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala close the person's heart. There's no longer, a person cannot make tawbah anymore. And done. And your faith is gone. Now you become a disbeliever and a hypocrite. And then, which is the shaitan will lead you. The shaitan, once you have that, the shaitan continue to whisper into you, to continue to disbelieve. Because the shaitan wants to drag you into the hellfire with them. Iblis doesn't want you to go into paradise. Iblis knows that he's going to go to hellfire. He wants every single human being in the world to go to hellfire with him. So he will do anything to lead you to go to hellfire with him. But he didn't start with, say, oh, stop drinking, or committing, all the acts that is the sinful act. Not right away. He will lead you slowly and slowly. Start with friendship, and then start to doubt, start to disbelieve, thinking of that desire of this dunya, and that start to disbelieve in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, start to disbelieve in the hereafter. Very slow, very shaitan. Once you tell them, say, hey, don't believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you're not going to disbelieve. There's no way that anyone is going to disbelieve. But when you start with slowly and build it up, then the person will fall into that. How many Muslim? That's, so many, if you were to look into some of the YouTubes, there's many children, many young adults, they were Muslim. Their parents are Muslim, they're Muslim. And they have so difficult, seem like it's very difficult in their life. And they started to disbelieve, and they started going, doing crazy things and believe in other religions and stuff like that. So there's many children, many young adults these days that fall into that trap. And this is something that we need to be very careful. And the most important thing is that we need to help our youth, continue to help our youth and building their iman, building the environment for them where they can get consultations with, a group of Muslims or with the community. And this is very, very important, is to hang on to the community. أقول قول هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم واستغفروه إنه الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه ومن والاه وبعد. So with that in mind, we have to go back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We have to go back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, believe in our Prophet, believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and believe in His Rasul. The last things, we need to, how can we maintain the Iman? Now we know that this is a step that we could lose Iman. But how are we going to maintain our Iman? One thing. Allahu nuru samawati wal ard. Right? Allahu nuru samawati wal ard. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the nur of the heaven and earth. And He is the nur of everything. And also the book, the Quran, is also named, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala calls it a nur also. Because the Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala call it nur because it's the words of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Come from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and it's the nur of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And this is a gift for us. This is a gift of Iman. That if we were to maintain, continue to read the Quran, continue to read the Sunnah of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, because that's the nur that will lighten our hearts. Not just reading, but understanding. Learn the Quran, study the Quran, study the hadith of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and this is the nur, and the nur will lighten our hearts, and this is the light of Iman. So every day, make an effort. Every day, make an effort. Make an effort of reading Quran. Don't just read only, but read with understanding. Every ayah you read, you should read with the translations. Read with translation. And then ponder upon the meaning and learn the tafsir. Even just one ayah. If it's not once a day, at least once a week, just take a Quran and learn the meaning. This is still because this is what is going to maintain the Iman. And because it's the nur. Quran is nur. And it's the nur. The words of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is nur. So the light of Iman, the light in your heart, this is final things that is we need to do, that is to maintain our Iman. Wallahu ta'ala a'lam. Inna Allah wa malaikatahu yusalluna ala nabi ya ayyuhalladhina amanu sallu alayhi wa sallimu taslima. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad kama sallaita ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim innaka Hamidum Majid. Allahumma barik ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad kama barakta ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim innaka Hamidum Majid. اللهم أعز الإسلام والمسلمين اللهم أعز الإسلام والمسلمين اللهم أعز الإسلام والمسلمين وأذل الشرك والمشركين ودمر أعداءك أعداء الدين اللهم انصر المجاهدين في كل مكان اللهم انصر عليهم اللهم ثبت أقدامهم وزلزل أقدام أعدائهم اللهم وحد صفوفهم واجمع قلوبهم اللهم اغفر لهم وارحمهم برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين اللهم آت نفوسنا تقواها وأنت خير من زكاها وأنت وليها ومولاها اللهم إنا نسألك رضاك والجنة ونعوذ بك من غضبك والنار اللهم إنا نسألك الهدى والتقى والعفاف والغنى اللهم اغفر لنا ولوالدينا ولأزواجنا ولذرياتنا ولإخواننا وللمسلمين والمسلمات والمؤمنين والمؤمنات الأحياء منهم الأموات ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار وأقيموا الصلاة